Hello.
Hey everyone.
All right, so here's Brad.
Hi.
You know him. He's the man behind the camera most of the time.
Woo.
So we're back from our Pilates retreat in Cambodia. We've been back for 1 week now,
Yeah.
officially.
It's been a whole week.
And we had some great questions from people about our retreat and about when our next one is. And so, first of all, if you've been wanting to go on a retreat with us, then you want to go to lesleylogan.co/retreats. To get on the wait list, we are...
That's plural. lesleylogan.co/retreats.
lesleylogan.co/retreats. So we are actually going to be inviting anyone on the wait list to our next retreat. We're only going to do one next year in a couple of weeks. So you definitely want to be on that because you'll have first dibs on the limited spots. But Brad, want to tell them what happens on a Cambodia retreat?
Yeah, first off, I want to just brag about my epic scarf here. This is actually from Cambodia, and every time we go, we bring home some more, and we usually give them away as gifts and stuff, but traditionally, if you are a tour guide, you're using a scarf like this to protect yourself from the sun. So when you're out there in the jungle, you'll actually see like people walk around like that, or they'll throw it on the back of their neck. And then of course it becomes a fashion statement after you leave the jungle and you're not really
And you
running
know
around
what
the
is
sun.
so crazy? I was looking at a book of old photography in Cambodia, and like even in the 40s, people were wearing that scarf. Like,
Yeah. They wear these scarves, similar pattern. Usually the most like typical one you see is maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, of course, found a pink one, so I'm super excited about that. Anyways, we go to Cambodia to do retreats. We have a 12-bedroom place there that we have everyone stay, and we have an amazing shala where we do our Pilates classes and our breath work and mindset coaching.
And we've been doing this now for years.
Yeah.
Actually, the first time we went was 2016 on our honeymoon. And if you haven't heard us tell the story, it's because when I first picked up my very first Nat Geo, my mom bought like a 10 years box set thing at a yard sale for, $20 or something. And the first one I opened was National Geographic, 10-page spread of the temples of Angkor. And I was enthralled. And like as a kid, I was like, this is the Jungle Book in real life. I have to go here someday. And then through a series of long events, one of my dear friends ended up moving there. And he was really an impact for good. And I told him when he moved there, I'm coming to visit. And it still took 6 more years. But when Lesley was like, hey, where do we want to go for our honeymoon? I was like, we're going to Cambodia. And she's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, so we went and I loved it. I fell in love with it. I was like, we're moving here. And so we got a house there and we started leading retreats the year later. And we had been doing 2 retreats a year up until 2020. We had to do 1 retreat during that. And so what I love about the retreats is that I get to take people to a place in this world where you might not necessarily make the adventure. It can feel like it's really far away.
Sure.
And also there's so much to do. It's kind of like, what do you do?
Well, there's also like is it safe? Can I go alone? Is it all right if I'm a female single traveler? All of those kinds of things. And that's why when we knew that like there's like it feels a little risky, right? And so when we first started conceptualizing, first off, our honeymoon was such an amazing experience that we looked at each other when we got home and said, holy cow, how can we take our friends here? We got to come back. This was so mind-blowing.
Yeah.
They have to experience it. And that's what started us down this path of hosting retreats.
Yeah, so first of all, it's quite safe there. It's kind of like, it's as safe as you are in your own city, maybe even a little safer because like it's a tourist place and they just want you to feel good and they want to show you their city.
Yeah.
So we take you there and we have a tuk-tuk that picks you up at the airport and takes you to our house. And then we've arranged the whole week for you. So you don't have to even think about anything. We'll take you to a water village. We will take you to 2 days of temple tours. We eat amazing food, just such really, really great food. They're so plant-based there, even when they have meat, like It's a little different, and so you feel
It's more
like
vegetables than meat.
yes, way more vegetables than meat. And so you can have all the allergies you have. We have worked around some interesting ones, including myself. So I really love that about that space. And then we have just such amazing evenings together. We get daily massages.
Yeah, it's an incredible time to step away from the crazy of our daily lives and not only practice Pilates and hang out with us, and Lesley gets to teach you mindset stuff and habits and stuff like that. But when you go to a place like this, when you go to where the average national wage is like $200 a month, like 200 USD a month is the average national wage.
Yeah.
You see and experience life through such a different lens than what we have. I mean, like just the incredible amount of wealth that we have here. I think we take it for granted. We don't even realize it. And, just the simple fact that we own a car that's not normal for most of the world. And here it's expected, right? So when you go to a place like that and you see how a family could be living literally on a boat, and we have like houses with multiple rooms and, like, I don't know, a mailbox, like it's just such an eye-opening experience to go see how other people live and they can be happy.
Yeah.
Right, and they're enjoying life, and they're making friends, and like working, and it's beautiful there. And I think that it's every time we go, I come back, and personally, I'm just floored, and it's like, wow, we have it well off.
We do, and also like for what I do with the Pilates and the mindset, when you go on a retreat, it's to kind of get out of your normal routine, what's going on, so you can one, see what you miss. So you can appreciate it more, just like he was saying. But two, it's a lot easier to figure out like what it is that you want. And that's what we do in the workshops. We do some breath work and some visualization. We redesign your schedule. We go over your habits and how to create the ones you want to have. So when you go back, you can take all the best parts of the retreat to the life that you have, and you can release what you don't want anymore, and you can continue on with what you do. And like that's the point of a retreat. It's not just a beautiful vacation. It's like actually something that can really be something you look back on, like that was an incredibly life-changing moment for me. Yeah. And that's what I really love about our retreats.
And we haven't even talked about the temples.
No, but there's all these temples.
Like 1,000 years ago, temples were built for a society, right? And then they left and they moved, 6 hours south, and those temples got covered by the jungle over hundreds of years. And then they were, found again in the mid 1800s. And I mean, just imagine. That's why I said it's the Jungle Book in real life. And there's a lot of like tourism parts of the temples where people go through, but there are temples that are off the beaten path that Lesley and I are very interested in exploring ourselves. And so every time we go, we work with one of our dear friends there. She's a tour guide, and she takes us to different places that nobody goes to.
We went to a temple this time that most of the time you can't go to because there's too much water.
Yeah.
And the water had receded enough that we had to walk through the mud, but they had little wipes for our shoes, which was very nice afterwards. But we found this, it was a spirit house built for the whole entire temple place that the top prom place that no one sees, like no one goes to, and it's super super old and incredible. And then we also love to go all the way out to Bantasray, which not many people make the trek, but it is one of the most beautiful spaces. And so
if you look it up, it's called the Pink Temple.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you stay tuned, you're on the OPC channel right now here on YouTube. But we're going to start posting clips on Lesley's other channel, and we're just going to start putting out clips of our experiences in Cambodia, and you'll see video of the Pink Temple and us going through it, and all the photos and all the things. So
yeah, so if you are wanting to make sure you see the videos from the temples, then you can follow my Be It podcast.
We're gonna do it's on Lesley Logan.
Oh
yeah.
Well, there you go. So
Anyway,
the team will link below.
Yeah.
It'll be over there.
We'll put a link for you to subscribe to that.
You can also go to lesleylogan.co/retreats to get on the wait list. We'll definitely send the videos out through there as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But truly, if these videos have been a lot of fun for you, if you've been wanting to do some adventure in your life, then next year join us on our next retreat. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. Bye for now.